Circular pattern allows us to duplicate and arrange features, faces, or bodies in a circular layout with a specific angular spacing around an axis or center point. In this example, I will apply circular pattern to a threaded flange model. The goal is to duplicate the bolt hole on the flange, which was created using the Cut-Extrude 4 feature, so that multiple bolt holes are arranged evenly around the flange. To begin, go to the Features tab, then click the small arrow under Linear Pattern and select Circular Pattern. On the left side of the screen, a panel called the Property Manager will appear. At the top of the Property Manager, we can see the icon and the name of the active feature, which is Circular Pattern. By clicking the feature name and icon, we can show or hide the Feature Manager without needing to use the small arrow next to the part name. To the right of the feature name, there is a Help icon that provides guidance on how to use this feature. Below that, we will find the OK button to apply the feature and the Cancel button to discard the operation. These buttons are also available in the upper right corner of the graphics area. Now we need to select the feature, face, or body that we want to pattern. In this example, the bolt hole on the flange was created as a feature, so make sure the Features to Pattern option is active. Then select the bolt hole on the model, which is Cut-Extrude 4. The selected feature will automatically appear in the Features to Pattern field. We can select more than one feature, depending on our design needs. If we select the wrong feature, there is no need to cancel the operation. Simply right-click on the incorrect feature in the Features to Pattern field, and then choose Clear Selections to remove all selected features, or Delete to remove only the selected item. In addition to selecting features directly from the model, we can also select them from the Feature Manager. Click the feature name in the Property Manager to show Feature Manager, then select Cut-Extrude 4. After that, click the feature name in the Property Manager again to hide Feature Manager, keeping the workspace clean and uncluttered. Once the feature to be duplicated has been selected, the next step is to define the pattern direction reference. In the Property Manager, under Direction 1, click the Pattern Axis field. Here we specify the axis or reference that determines how the feature is arranged in a circular pattern. This reference can be an axis, temporary axis, angular dimension, cylindrical surface, or a circular edge, as long as its center aligns with the center of the circular pattern. In this example, I select the cylindrical surface. Once selected, a yellow preview appears, and the Direction 1 box is also visible in the graphics area. I then switch to the top view to see the preview more clearly. Next, we need to set up the instances, which are the duplicated results of the selected feature, along with their quantity and positions. In this case, I use the Instance Spacing option. With this option, we can control Angle, which defines the angular distance between each instance, Number of instances, which defines how many copies are created. In the Angle field, the initial value is 15 degrees, meaning each instance is spaced 15 degrees from the previous one. I increase this value, and in the preview, we can see the instance positions update accordingly. Now the angular spacing is 30 degrees. Next, in the Number of Instances field, the initial value is 4. I increase the number, and in the preview, the instances increase to 12. If I increase it further, it may look like nothing changes. This happens because the new instances overlap with existing ones. For this example, I want the flange to have 4 bolt holes. So, I set the number of instances back to 4. Next, I want the holes to be positioned on the right, top, left, and bottom. If we look at the spacing from the right position to the top, the angle is 90 degrees since they are perpendicular. Therefore, in the angle field, I can directly enter 90 degrees. Alternatively, we can calculate it by dividing 360 degrees, a full circle, by the number of instances, which is 4. This also gives us 90 degrees. The instant spacing option is very useful when we want to duplicate features, faces, or bodies with a specific angular spacing. Once everything looks correct, I click OK to complete the operation. I then switch the view to isometric and zoom in slightly. I go to Display Style and select Shaded. We can see the circular pattern feature has been added to the design tree. And don't forget to click Save.